Up on stage here today is 5 of the most wonderful people that I could say so many things about them, but they're most down-to-earth people. They're the most wonderful people that you could be around, and they write music that means something. And while I'm standing up here, and a writer's round is something that happens so often in Nashville, and some of you may be very new to it, but the writers will sing and tell the stories behind their song. I don't want to take away from them. The bios are in front of you to get all the information. But someone had mentioned online just I think it was yesterday, as this was Facebooked out, someone printed up and replied in and said, this couldn't be a more, better, talented writers in one place than anywhere you've seen. And I know tonight they know what it is to do things for veterans. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why they're here. They came a long way to be here to entertain you tonight, and I know that you're going to give them a big, big Appalachian welcome and Blue Ridge welcome tonight. But more importantly, know this, I hope they heard. I think Clint wrote a song tonight when he talked about the matchboxes in the grass. I started hearing things and the tools in the yard. I said, that's got to be a great hook line. Clint has written a song tonight, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to get out of the way, but I'm just going to let him, David Bradley, with his hand up here. This is Lance Carpenter, Hannah Dashner, Rick Ferrell from my hometown, Portsmouth, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I'm so excited. And Chris Wallin right over here, and all of them now from Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, coming all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn the writers around over to them. I want to get out of the way. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight. So God bless you, and God bless America.
Well, am I kicking it off? Do I have any? There we go. Thank you for having us here at the Blue Ridge Opry. It's wonderful to be here. Somewhere in the world tonight, someone's on a medevac flight, or someone's heart is breaking back at home. Somewhere out there in a bar, someone swipes a credit card, buys a beer to crying all night long. In a chat room out in cyberspace, they might not be face to face, but they both know they're up to something wrong. Well, they say we've come a long, long way. We play what we want to play, but there's nothing like an old school country song. 'Cause folks still love and folks still leave, and drunks get drunk and cheaters cheat, and there's still something lonesome about a midnight train. Someone done somebody wrong, we'll miss mama when she's gone, and trust me, that ain't ever gonna change. 'Cause breaking up is still a mess. It don't make a heart hurt less because you texted from a mobile phone. Yeah, all you've really done, you see, is modernize the melody. Hey, it's still an old school country song. Folks still love and folks still leave, and drunks get drunk and cheaters cheat, and there's still something lonesome about a midnight train. Someone done somebody wrong, we'll miss mama when she's gone, and trust me, that ain't ever gonna change. No way. So you can take it off that old jukebox, burn it on your new iPod, but 3 chords and the truth are just as strong. And they say we've come a long, long way. We play what we want to play, but there's nothing like an old school country song. 'Cause Life is still an old school country song. Oh yeah.
David Bradley.
And some country to the Blue Ridge Opry.
Hey, did you see how long that beer line got when you started playing that old school country song?
Well,
There
man,
wasn't
they start
anybody up
lining
there.
up. Country music will do that to people.
Well, since y'all been sitting there all quiet like eating wings and fries and getting your beverages, I'm going to make you work for my first song. How about that? You got to use your imagination. I'm not a guy up here on the stool with a guitar. I'm an old John Deere tractor for this song. Just think that and the song will make a whole lot more sense.
Yeah, I can see the rust on his ass for me.
Since 53, he's called me Pipin' Johnny. Since the first day I arrived on this farm, we've turned a lot of ground into a little money. Stacked 1,000,000 bales in that old A-frame barn. I've seen mile-long days last through the night. There ain't no better place I could live my life. Man, you should have seen me. Yeah, you should have seen us cutting them turn rows, kicking up that Franklin County dust. Well, my green paint would shine when he washed the dirt away. Now I'm showing my age. Man, you should have seen me back in my heydays. Well, he parked that horse-drawn tree the day he bought me. Put his trust in me to carry a heavy load. Well, I was proud to pull my weight, and he was proud to drive me. So over years and years, round and round we go. Oh, but about midday, he'd let me rest a while, take that short lunch break in the shade of my back tire. Man, you should have seen me. Yeah, you should have seen us cutting them turn rows, kicking up that Franklin County dust. My green paint would shine when he washed the dirt away. Now I'm showing my age. Man, you should have seen me back in my heyday. Nowadays I spend my time underneath this white oak tree, right beside that old rake, disappearing in the weeds. Somewhere our best friend is out here buried just like us, ashes to ashes, steel to rust. But you should have seen me, and you should have seen us cutting them turn rows, kicking up all that Franklin County dust. My green paint don't shine no more, all my yellow is faded away. Yeah, I'm showing my age. Man, you should have seen back in my heyday. Man, we're showing our age. But you should have seen us back in our heydays. Back in my heyday.
Lance Carpenter.
Thank y'all.
Good ride, buddy.
Tractor was my first word.
Chugga, chugga, chugga.
I need a little more mic, please. Bosco, Roscoe. All right, in light of where we are, I'm a little ADD, so my song choices tend to be flighty. ever watch Narcos on Netflix? You know, all right. This kind of inspired that a little bit. That and Keith Richards. Like getting stoned with the Stones, going exile crazy, burn out on cocaine like it's 1989. Well, if that's the high, you get me higher. If I'm burning smoke, you're gasoline on a fire. It's like I'm singing with a Sunday choir, rising like a jet airliner, and you get me higher. Like a 21 good run of blackjack winning, buzzing on a Willie's bus, staying up, singing all night. That's right. Well, if that's high, you get me higher. If I'm burning smoke, you're gasoline on a fire. Like I'm singing with a Sunday choir, riding like a jet airliner. You get me higher. To your loving, I can't get enough of it. Well, if that's a high, if I'm burning smoke, you're gasoline on a fire. Like I'm singing with a Sunday choir, rising like a jet airliner. You get me high. Get me higher. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hannah Dasher.
Check 1, 2. I want to play a new song that I just wrote. I grew up, like Todd said, I grew up in Southern Ohio.
We can get a round of applause just for being from Ohio.
Yeah.
Bless it.
So other than sports, fishing was like my biggest passion. And so me and my best buddy since the age of about 8, we just grew up wading the creeks, and still to this day I go back and fish. We probably still talk 4 or 5 times a week, honestly, on the phone about the same old shit we've talked about for 15 years. But there's a new twist to it, because if he buys a new lure, he's got to call and tell me about this new lure he bought, you know. So
The fish just keep getting bigger.
The
and
fish
bigger
get bigger.
and bigger.
but this is called Tom and Huck.
Cute.
That train whistle was blowing, a Long Island Red was a-crowing, and the dew was still heavy on the grass. We pack up our supplies, fishing poles and pocket knives, and take off down those railroad tracks. My grandpa had an old John boat, he kept hitting up on the bank. We'd flip it over, shove it in, and be gone for a couple days. Just like Tom and Huck, floating down the river, camping on the bank, eating catfish for dinner. Under the stars, dreaming about the day, waking up, watching the muskrats play. Yeah, good old boys, living life growing up. Like Tom and Huck. Yeah, we float down Peachwood Eddy, and I'd hold that flashlight steady. looking for a bullfrog hiding in the lily pads. Yeah, we'd take out our slingshots and we'd load them up with rocks and take aim on every pop bottle that we passed. Remember that? It's like Tom and Huck floating down the river, camping on the bank, eating catfish for dinner, under the stars, dreaming about the day, waking up watching the muskrats play. Yeah, good old boys, living life growing up. Like Tom and Huck. We found an old pirate's map hidden in a hollowed out tree, but we discovered that pirate's treasure was buried deep down in our memories. In our memories. Y'all help me. Just like Tom and Huck, floating down the river, camping on the bank, eating catfish for dinner, under the stars, dreaming about the day, waking up watching the muskrats play. Yeah, good old boys, living life growing up. Just good old boys that never really did grow up. Like Tom and Huck. Ooh, like Tom and Huck. Thank you.
Well, I'm from a little town in East Tennessee. I'm about 35 minutes from Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge up in the Smokies, and pretty much Gatlinburg with no tourists. And I was up there. They have an old car show up there, and I've always loved old cars. You know, I've just always loved them. And we were at this old car show, and we were walking around, and I was like, man, I'd love to have one of these things. But something on my shoulder said, you better not. That was my wife, actually. She was behind me saying, you better not. And so we were walking around, and I got a phone call. Told me this song was going to go #1 the next week. I drove home in a 1966 Chevelle Super Sport. And it's still in the shop. There's a story that my daddy tells religiously, like clockwork every time he gets an opening in a conversation about the way things used to be. I just roll my eyes and make a beeline for the door. Somehow I'd end up starry-eyed, cross-legged on the floor, hanging on to every word. Man, the things I heard. It was harder times, longer days, 5 miles of school uphill both ways. We were cane switch raised and dirt floor poor, of course. That was back before the war. Yeah, your uncle and I made quite a pair, flying F-15s through hostile air. He went down to miss me by a hair. He'd always stop right there and say, that's something to be proud of. That's a life you could hang your hat on. That's a chin up high as a tear rolls down, the gut sucked in, chest stuck out. That's a small town flag a-flying. That's a newborn baby crying in the arms of a woman that you love. Yeah, that's something to be proud of. That's something to be proud of. her son graduating college. That was Mama's dream. I was on my way to anywhere else when I turned 18. 'Cause when you got a fast car, you think you got everything. Well, I learned quick those GTOs don't run on faith. And I ended up broken down some town north of LA, working maximum hours for minimum wage. Well, I fell in love, next thing I know, the babies came, the car got sold. I still miss that old hot rod, but you sure save gas in these foreign jobs. Dad, I wonder if I ever let you down. If you're ashamed of how it turned out. He lowered his voice, he raised his brow, said, boy, let me tell you right now, that's something to be proud of. That's a life you can hang your hat on. You don't need to make a million, just be thankful that you're working and you're doing what you're able, putting food there on the table and providing for the family that you love, boy. That's something to be proud of. And if all you ever really do is the best you can, then you did it, man. That's something to be proud of. That's a life you can hang your head on. That's a chin up high as a tear rolls down, a gut sucked in, chest stuck out. That's a small town flag of flame. That's a newborn baby crying in the arms of a woman that you love. Hey, that's something to be proud of. That's something to be proud of. That's something to be proud of. Yeah, it is.
Chris Wallin.
Thank you.
Well, sheets.
She said something skinny.
Which is a gas station. I can get away with that.
In my dreams. I don't care.
I just
Whatever,
realized why these guys said, you go
whatever,
after
Sergeant.
Wallin, you'll be fine.
Thank you.
So this is a huge Kenny Chesney smash, or it would be if you ever heard it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing up here with people that have actually got Kenny Chesney cuts, but
It's because you're amazing, dude.
This was written-
These folks will know that after you sing.
this was written about a lake in Nashville. When I first moved to Nashville, I started work. Do y'all remember Little Texas? Remember the band Little Texas? God Bless Texas and all that? It's writing with Brady Seals.
Curly-haired
from-
mullets
There you
and
go.
tight Wrangler jeans.
Yep, that's them. All of them. All of them girls. I was writing with Brady Seals, who was the keyboard player and the one with the tightest jeans. And I said, dude, we don't need to be going down to Florida or anything. We got a lake right here and girls in bikinis and it's warm water. And so this thing came out and there is some audience participation required. The song is called Soak It Up, and that's your line, okay? So when we get to Soak It Up, you need to shout Soak It Up, and then there's a little bit of clappage required halfway through. Y'all ready for some clappage?
A little bit of clappage.
Finally, it's starting to get warm.
Piled up in a pickup, burning down this gravel road. We're headed to the lake with my old man's beat up fishing boat. No palm trees or a blue sea to sail $1 million yacht. With country boys and girls making the best of what we got. Right? There's no better time to take it in, to get outside and feel it on our skin. Dive head first into the summer and sun. Yeah. Soak it up, blasting Marley through the stereo. Our own island life scenario. We'll blend some Hosey, lime, and coconut. Soak it up, yeah. Sound awesome. Philadelphia, yeah, well, it's still high. We got a share of pretty girls here in bikini tops. Girls, make some noise for me now. Woo! We got catfish instead of swordfish, and Jenny baked a key lime pie. We're living out a homemade Southern style Caribbean paradise. There's no better time to take it in, to get outside and feel it on our skin. Dive head first into the summer and sun, yeah. Soak it up, blasting Marlin through the stereo. Our Rhode Island life scenario. Blend some Hosey, lime, and coconut, and soak it up now.
But I'm holding this beer.
I can't hear myself.
Cannonballing off the rock, making out under the docks. You ready to clap? 1, 2, 3, go.
Hello.
There's no better time to take it in, to get outside and feel it on our skin. Dive head first into the summer and sun, yeah. Soak it up, blasting Marlin through the stereo. Our Rhode Island life scenario. Blend some Hosey, lime, and coconut. Last time.
Soak it up.
Yeah, let's soak it up. Come on and soak it up. Soak it up. Y'all are awesome. Woo! That's the best clappage of 2016 so far. That's the best one. Guaranteed sunny weather tomorrow. Just clap.
Can I get
had
just
a word.
a more
Happy
vocal?
Easter.
Be great. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Beautiful. Well, you got a big old round of applause for saying you was from Ohio. I'm from the USA. Arkansas, to be specific.
Shameless. He's shameless.
Oh, that wasn't about him. I just figured I'd get a louder clap than Ohio, since they're all from the USA.
It sounded close. It was close.
I'm
It was
from
close.
Earth.
I think I'm what you would
I'm
call
from
ethnic
below the
minority.
Mason-Dixon, so I don't know if I feel that. Whatever.
But we love having you here, brother.
bless
This is a
We're all
fairly new song I'll play you that I wrote with my buddy Doug McCormick. Todd said I had to play this song for y'all, and so I'm tickled to death to be able to do it. Me and my band have started playing it out, and I would love to release this in the future, but we'll see what happens. Doug did a pretty good job. He country now. He from South Carolina. It's called All American. Star Spangled Banner, Mellencamp ditties, V-twin Harleys, F-150s, tiny farm towns and tall busy cities. All American. Louisville Sluggers and Yankee pinstripes, Fenway Park, that Cracker Jack prize, and Little League on a Tuesday night. Yeah, All American. It's learning how to drive on an old John Deere, hanging granddad's dog tags from your rearview mirror. It's a black blind highway with stars and stripes. All American. It's who we are, it's how we're made. It's the red, white, and blue running through our veins. We're all different, but we're still the same. All American. 4th of July, backyard barbecue, tossing that football blue 42. It's a cold Budweiser and bottle rocket shooting. All American. It's a Ferris wheel ride on a West Coast pier. It's a Times Square ball drop ringing in the new year. It's a black blind highway with stars and stripes. All American. It's who we are, it's how we're made. It's the red, white, and blue running through our veins. We're all different, don't believe it, but we all get to choose. Hey, ain't that freedom? It's our way of life. Some died to keep it all American.
That's right.
It's who we are, it's how we're made. It's the red, white, and blue running through our veins. We're all different, but we're still the same. All American. All American. All American. All American.
Good job. I love that.
Thank you so much.
Woo-woo, I love it. I might as well be from China. Follow that one. Does anyone ever, I guess for all of you out there who are in relationships of any kind, y'all ever fight with your significant other? Never. Never fight, ever. Lord love a duck. Anyway, well,
That's a Georgia saying, Lord love the.
I'm gonna do this one. I think this is the first one we'll release to the highway. If you don't like it, you put it in your earplugs. Thank you for indulging me. It's hard to say I love you, 'cause I don't like you now. If we keep acting crazy, we'll keep on going round. I know it all feels hopeless, but it really ain't that bad. God's just making us fight for it, so we'll know what we have. And we ain't going down till we get it right. Nothing worth forever happens overnight. I'm shooting for the stars, as long as I'm with you. Even if we fall, we're walking on the moon. Looks easy in the movies, and I know this is life, but I never would have found you if I hadn't been aiming high. Can't get no higher, we ain't going down till we get it right. Nothing worth forever happens overnight. I'm shooting for the stars, as long as I'm with you. Even if we fall, we're walking on the moon. I know it all feels hopeless, but it really ain't that bad. God's just making us fight for it, so we'll know what we have. We ain't going down till we get it right. Nothing worth forever happens overnight. I'm shooting for the stars, as long as I'm with you. 'Cause even if we fall, we're walking on the moon. Walking on the moon. Like that. I'll tune up. Thank you very much.
Check 1, 2, 3.
I can write a serious song every now and then.
That was serious.
I know it's horse shit, but
That 45 sounds pretty.
Y'all know Martina McBride?
not personally.
Had dinner with her last
When we were writing this song, we said, man, it just kept getting higher and higher and higher. We said, every time we're done with this thing, the only one going to be able to record it's Martina McBride, and as fate would have it, I guess she was the only one that could record it.
You only need one.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm going to raise it up because it just keeps getting higher as you write it.
Well.
Raise it up.
Wonder where your heart is, 'cause it sure don't feel like it's here. Sometimes I think you wish that I would just disappear. Have I got it all wrong? Have you felt this way long? Are you already gone? Do you feel lonely when you're here by my side? Does the sound of freedom echo in your mind? Do you wish you were by yourself, or that I was someone else, anyone else? Where would you be if you weren't here with me? Where would you go if you were single and free? Who would you love? Would it be me? Where would you be? I don't want to hold you back, thank you. I don't want to slow you down. I don't want to make you feel like you're tied up and bound, 'cause that's not what love's about. There's no chance we can work it out. Then tell me now. Oh, tell me now. Where would you be if you weren't here with me? Where would you go if you were single and free? Where would you love? Would it be me? Where would you be? Have I become the enemy? Is it hard to be yourself in my company? Where would you be if you weren't here with me? Where would you go if you were single and free? Who would you love? Would it be me? Where would you be? Oh, tell me now. Where would you be?
Get back, bro.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. Good night.
You squeezed your butt real tight on that one.
Man.
I thought that was you squeezing it when I was singing that night.
Woo, baby.
I don't hold back as much as I should.
handful
Excuse me.
right there.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, I'd have had to put the capo somewhere else besides the guitar to sing that one.
Clenched it. Well, you know what?
I'm just saying.
That's funny.
Happy Easter.
I carry two capos.
Well, that's smart.
Jeez Louise.
I got the idea from this song on Jerry Springer, where I get most of my ideas.
Classy show.
Oh, yeah. I was flipping through the channels. I had to write the next day, and I didn't have an idea. I didn't have anything. to bring to the table the next day for the writing session. And I was flipping through the channels, and it's this guy come on, Jerry Springer. It's the same guy that they use for all the Jerry Springer shows. It's the same kind of guy anyway. And he comes in, he don't have a shirt on. And he almost gets to the stage and he stops. And he looks around to the crowd and he goes, "Hey, y'all, you could hate me if you want to, but I wished you'd love me because I'm just a man." I said, "Thank you, Earl." Went the next day, I wrote this song. 5 years go by, nothing. Nobody even looked at it. Get a phone call and say, "Hey, Trace Atkins just cut this song." I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's awesome." Never made the record. He cut it, but it never made the record. 3 months later, after 6 years, then Toby Keith cuts it. Goes #1.
Woo, that's God's timing, brother.
So, thank you, Earl, wherever you are. Hope the rash cleared up.
I saw him down there by the CVs earlier.
Hope the alimony got paid. Hope you're doing well.
I love you.
I think sometimes war is necessary. I pray every night peace on earth. And I hand out my dollars to the homeless. I believe that every able soul should work. My dad gave me my shotgun that I'll hand down to my son. Plan to teach him everything he means. I'm a man of my convictions. Call me wrong, call me right. I bring my better angels every fight. You may not like where I'm going, but you sure know where I stand. So hate me if you want to, love me if you can. I stand by the right to speak free. I worry about what kids learn from TV. Before all this debating turns to angry words and hate, maybe we should just agree to disagree. And yeah, I believe in Jesus. Looks down here and sees us. And if you were to ask him, he would say, I'm a man of my convictions. Call me wrong, call me right. I'll bring my better angels to every fight. And you may not like where I'm going, but you sure know where I stand. So hate me if you want to, love me if you I'm a man of my convictions. Call me wrong, call me right, but I bring my better angels to every fight. And you may not like where I'm going, but you sure know where I stand. So go on, hate me if you want to, love me if you can. If you can.
Here's Wallin.
Thank you. So, as we established, I'm the token foreigner up here. Well, me and Rick from Ohio, he kind of almost qualifies. But
Tell by my accent.
yeah. I'm not American, but I've worked all over the planet in the oil business before I started this, and I don't think I've ever felt more accepted anywhere else, including my own home country, than here. And maybe I'll make it to be an American. But I want, thank you, but I want to raise my kids here. I want them to be American. And the reason why is because unlike pretty much anywhere else I've ever been, you guys revere that flag and the guys and girls who stand and defend it more than any other place I've ever been. And I love you guys and respect the hell out of you for that.
USA.
This flag right here, Ryan asked me to mention, this flag right here was flying over Baghdad the day they pulled Saddam's statue down in Iraq. And I am humbled and proud as all get out to sit underneath it and play some songs, man. So thank you for having us all here. We're here to honor and revere heroes like Clint, like Ryan, like all of these guys that don't want to be called heroes, but they are. Like Jeremy Corso, who bought it in Vietnam, and his wife is here today, and just wanted to be a part of it. So welcome, and we're all praying for you and thinking about your husband. I hope he's watching. I'm humbled to be here and playing some songs for y'all, and humbled and just a little bit terrified to be sharing the stage with these big hitters here. They're all #1 graduates, I guess you could call them. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, I'll tell you. I must be here just to change the accent up, I think. So, the nearest thing I ever got to success was a little song that's out in Texas right now. It's the #1 in Texas right now. That's the nearest thing that I got to success. It's only Texas. Do we have any, in some real vain hope, do we have any Texans in the house? No.
One guy's got his hands up. Oh wait, that's just a camera.
I did my hair up big tonight, so that kind of counts.
I wouldn't normally sing this song. For one, I'm foreign. I'm British, not Texan. And for two, don't tell any Texans if you meet them, but I had to Google all of the names of the rivers in this song.
Oh, I'm telling.
Rioli.
But it's the nearest thing that I've got to a #1, so I've got to kind of play it just to be in the same space as all of these people here. So just think of Texas for a second, if you don't mind.
How about a little love for David Bradley?
I'm starting to hear a little Southern accent in there. David.
Yeah, I'm learning it all from Hannah, man. Some of the stuff she's come out with this weekend has been incredible, man. Cannot be repeated here, but it was fun.
Finer than frog hair.
All right. A Brit doing a Texas song. Wish me luck. Won't you bury my bones in Texas? Lay me down beneath the wide open sky. Won't you bury my soul where the blue bonnets grow? Oh, my lone star paradise. I rode through these prairies, I prayed in these fields. I've dreamt in the valleys, I slept in these hills. All the colors, the greens and the golds, branded my heart a long time ago. So won't you bury my bones in Texas? Lay me down beneath the wide open sky. Won't you bury my soul where the blue bonnets grow? Oh, my lone star paradise. All the rivers that gave life to me, the Brazos, the Lampasas, the Rio and Sabine. Thank you, Google. I drank from her waters, I ate from her grain. To Texas I return, 'cause from Texas I came. So won't you bury my
me down beneath the wide open sky. Won't you bury my soul where the bluebonns grow? Oh, my Lone Star paradise. Well, Texas and heaven, they must be alive, 'cause there's angels in the dance hall every Saturday night. So won't you bury my bones in Texas? Lay me down beneath the wide open sky. Won't you bury my soul where the bluebonns go? Oh, my Lone Star paradise. Won't you bury my soul where the bluebonns grow? Oh, my Lone Star paradise.
Woo!
Brent singing a Texas song in Pennsylvania.
Hey, is that Charlie Robinson? Who cut that?
There's a guy called Matt Kimbrough cut it. It's his second #1 in Texas.
Hey, Matt
Number one right now.
Kimbrough's badass. He's great. He's like best friends with Jimmy Buffett. I mean, he's a big deal. Good job, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, man, congrats, Dad.
I snuck in here with the skin of my
Woo,
teeth.
Matt
man.
Kimbrough's great.
When Todd called me about this, or Lance called me about this thing, I had no #1s, and I looked at the lineup and thought, oh, because they're all gonna pull it, and then it went #1 by the grace of God. So
Yeah.
only in
Number
Texas, though,
one
only in Texas.
songwriter, David Brad. This is a song I wrote just at the end of last year, and I'd had this title for a long time, and the idea, I guess. I kind of knew how I wanted to write it. I played football in high school and college, and never had to serve. My dad never had to serve, but both of my grandpas did. So I was hoping I could say something that would matter in the second half. And then a whole new element came in when my friend Anthony Smith walked in the door to write with me one day. And that's Blanthony, not Wanthony, for those of y'all Nashville
I know
folks.
Blanthony.
And you can figure that out. I'll tell you later. And I pitched him this idea, and he just looked at me, and I mean, almost got kind of teary-eyed and said, "Let's write the hell out of that." And we did. It's called Brothers. Well, Devin moved to town the year I turned 16. And he didn't look anything like me. Yeah, we bumped heads a time or two in the parking lot. After school, I hated him, but then he made the team. And our teenage battle spilled onto that gridiron, until the winds of change started fueling that fire. Yeah, both of us would have lost that bet when hatred melted into respect, and even though we still fight from time to time, when we put those uniforms on, we were brothers, and the color of our skin disappeared. No matter how the odds get stacked, we always had each other's back. When it cost a lot, that's what we paid. 'Cause we were brothers, with different last names. We both remember where we were that morning, the day they put those towers on the ground. Yeah, they thought they'd knocked us to our knees till thousands more, like you and me, stood up, raised up the flag, and hunted them bastards down. And when we put those uniforms on, we were brothers, cost a lot, man, that's what we paid. 'Cause we were brothers, a different last name. Yeah, we fought a good fight, from the Friday night live to the battlefields, and it revealed there's a whole lot more to life. When we took those uniforms off, we were still brothers. And the color of our skin, no matter how the odds get stacked, we'll always have each other's back. When it costs a lot, it's what we pay. You brothers. Oh, brothers, yeah, we're brothers with different last names.
Lane. It's called 1990s Heartbreak. There's even an X on my XM radio. Every song sounds like the way you let me go. Just when I think it's bad as it can get, your picture pops up on the internet. If this was a 1990s heartbreak, I'd be up in my room working on a mixtape, walking the floor with my Walkman, thinking about how you walked away. If this was a 1990s heartbreak, I wouldn't have to see you out there with your next mistake, talking one landline, no cell phones, when being alone was really being alone. Woo! Hell, you might think I was holding it together, 'cause baby, you know I'm so much better than those late night texts and drunk bar dials. Yeah, moving on was more my style. If this was a 1990s heartbreak, I'd be up in my room working on a mixtape, walking the floor with my Walkman, thinking about how you walked away. How you walked away. If this was a 1990s heartbreak, I wouldn't have to see you out there with your next mistake, talking one landline, no cell phone, when being alone, really being alone. You'd be out of sight, out of mind, what are you doing? Baby, why couldn't you just put me through a 1990s heartbreak? I'd be up in my room working on a mixtape, walking the floor with my Walkman, thinking about how you walked away. How you walked away. If this was a 1990s heartbreak, wouldn't have to see you out there with your next mistake, talking one landline, no cell phones, when being alone was really being alone. If this was a 1990s heartbreak. I'm sorry that I don't have music online yet, at least reputable stuff online, but I'm going to the studio with Jared and them next month. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna try a new song that I just wrote that the Swon Brothers, if you know the Swon Brothers from The Voice, just went in and recorded. I mean, when I say new, I mean I played it when we wrote it, and that's it. Something like, is that the right key on there? in your driveway, it's 2 a.m. Talking in circles and back again. 'Cause we don't know where this is gonna go. You got your reasons and I got mine. You wanna leave but you can't say goodbye. We don't wanna end the night like this, so I lean in for one more kiss. This ain't no goodbye, goodbye. This ain't no walk away last time. This ain't no see you when I see you, something that I'm gonna miss. This ain't no breakup, breakup. We can call it a makeup, makeup. There ain't no leaving on these lips. This ain't no goodbye kiss.
I like it.
No. Sparks fly like wildfire off of your lips. Pull back the seat now, my hands on your hips. We don't wanna go, 'cause baby we both know this ain't no goodbye, goodbye. This ain't no walk away last time. This ain't no see you when I see you, something that I'm gonna miss. This ain't no breakup, breakup. We can call it a makeup, makeup. There ain't no leaving on these lips. This ain't no goodbye kiss. This ain't no see you around. This ain't no call it quits. This ain't no throwing in the towel. This ain't no goodbye kiss. This ain't no walk away. This ain't no let's be friends. Live to love another day. This ain't no goodbye kiss. This ain't no goodbye, goodbye. This ain't no walk away last time. This ain't no see you when I see you, something that I'm gonna miss. This ain't no breakup, breakup. We can call it a makeup, makeup. There ain't no leaving on these lips. This ain't no goodbye kiss. This ain't no goodbye kiss. This ain't no let's be friends. This ain't no see you around. This ain't no call it quits. This ain't no goodbye kiss.
Look out.
That sounds like a big old hit.
Hits,
Thank
baby.
you.
You know, I always write hits, it's just sometimes the S is in the wrong place. Well, you know, I never got to know my grandpa. He was gone way before I was coming up. So but I heard a lot of stories about him, and he was in 2 world wars, and he was one of those guys I always heard you didn't want to mess with, you know. And
He's telling us it's the good drugs.
yeah.
I love
I'll be
this
right
song.
back. I go back there and set up some merchandise real quick.
And so I don't know. When I was writing this song, I always thought of my grandfather. You know, he was this guy in this song. So I'm gonna sing this for you. He said, "Hey, old man, I got something for you. It'll get you real high for $1 or $2. Standing there on the street where a lemonade stand used to be." And the old man, he just kind of laughed and said, "I had a whole lot stronger than that when I was growing up, man. We had the good drugs, 'cause I was drugged to church every Sunday morning, drug out to help my mama in her garden, drugged behind the woodshed when I done something wrong. Drugged down to Miss Holly's house, with a baseball busted her window out. I stayed high on grass, 'cause I had to mow her lawn. Yeah, I'm afraid that yours won't get me high enough, 'cause I was raised on a good drug. I know who you are. You're the reason the schools have bars, crackheads and junkies, needles in the park. He said, shut up, fool, and he showed him his gun. Go get your kids so I can sell them some. Old man took off his coat and said, boy, I think you ought to know. I was drugged to Vietnam in '67, drugged to hell in a Hanoi prison. I was drugged out of the jungle by the 101st Airborne. This corner's just another bunker. I've been up against a whole lot tougher, and I'll sip lemonade the day this war is won. It's funny how what you'll die for clears right when you're on a good road. Everybody knows I can't control when the flashbacks come. They'll say I'm not responsible for what I've done. Not anything I've done. He said, you're crazy, old man. That's what I'm gonna tell him, son. That I was on a good drug, all hopped up on a good drug. See, I was raised on a good drug. By the way, boy, pull your pants up.
Woo!
Thank you.
Chris by God Wallin. I love it. Is this our last one? Oh, God.
Y'all doing all right up there?
How's the crowd
Enjoying it?
doing? Let's hear you. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank y'all.
Happy Easter, y'all. I'm going to send this out to Todd and his wonderful family.
Yeah.
They had opened their house to us last night and treated us to some great barbecue. And
We left it in one piece.
we did.
Not the barbecue. Not the barbecue.
Not the barbecue, yeah.
Well, there's just a silver pan left, so that's one piece.
And that was the first time I'd met Todd last night and his friends. But I could tell right away he was a man of faith. So this goes to you. I killed Jesus. I nailed him to a tree 2,000 years ago on a hill called Calvary. I killed Jesus. I wrapped those viney thorns around his head. I whipped him till he fell and the sand was turned to red. I killed Jesus. Yeah. Well, I drove those rusty nails right through his hand. The King of Kings, he lay down like a lamb. He looked at me and I just walked away. His blood's still on me till this very day. I killed Jesus. I killed Jesus on the back pew of a church while the preacher read the Bible. I didn't hear a word. I killed Jesus. I broke his heart the night I turned 18. I mixed a little blue-eyed blonde with a bottle of Jim Beam. I killed Jesus. Yeah. Well, I drove those rusty nails right through his hand. The King of Kings, he lay down like a lamb. He looked at me and I just walked away. His
but still on me till this very day. I killed Jesus. Yeah. There's one good reason I was born into sin, so I could taste this sweet forgiveness. Time and time again, I killed Jesus, but he loved me anyway. Yes, he did. What can wash away my sins? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. You know what? Sing along. What can wash away my sins? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Can make me whole again. Yeah, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Happy Easter, y'all.
Good job, Bubba.
Sound wonderful.
I love it.
We tune because we care about your ears.
Anybody know the difference between a Nashville songwriter and a large pepperoni pizza? Pepperoni pizza can feed a family of 4. Difference between a songwriter and a mutual bond. Mutual bond matures eventually.
It's funny, but it's true.
It hurts to tell her.
Did you see the little boy? He went up to his mom and she said, he said, "Mommy, when I grow up, I want to be a songwriter." And she said, "Well, you got to choose. You can't do both."
I always have to remind myself how these first lines go on this one because I get them all mixed up and they have to rhyme in the right spot. So if I screw up, it's just because I'm not that great tonight.
Hey, buddy, I've been told, notice from the bar that it's last call at the bar, just letting you know.
Last call from the bar. I have the privilege of writing with a group called Creative Vets. It was started by a guy named Richard Casper. He's a Marine from Chicago. And he brings Marines and soldiers down to Nashville that have severe PTSD or TBI, and to the point to where they can't really even tell their families or their friends what they've gone through. And they get in a room with 2 strange professional songwriters, and Richard just kind of starts the story off, and then they kind of pick up and, you know, kind of like Clint did earlier, and just share things that they haven't been able to share with their families, and it can get, you know, so deep and real quick. And this Marine's name was Jeremy Jansen, and he was in a situation where his Humvee got blew up and blew him out of the turret, and lots of fire, lots of things going on, and then they come on around. One of his brothers came up and tried to pull him out and didn't realize the damage that had been done and what he was doing to his shoulder, but it got deep really quick. But anyway, we wrote this song more so based on what happened after that. The paperwork for his Purple Heart and all that got messed up, and when he got sent back to America, he landed and no one knew he was coming home, so he basically got thrown some sweats from people at the airport. Got to his hometown where they were doing a parade for his unit that his paperwork didn't come in, and so he had to cook and serve at the parade for his unit. and he totally fell through the cracks. And that was the part of this story that we figured had to be told for the folks that kind of fall through the cracks. But this goes out to everybody that served, and I hope I can get through it. He came home and said, I'll do whatever I want to do, but I'll always be a Marine. I fix your car, build your house, farm the food that feeds your mouth, sweep the floors, hang the steel. Any job it takes, I will. Stock the shelves, cut your grass, drive the truck that takes your trash, fight the fires, protect the streets. But I know what I'll always be. You can't see inside this mind of mine. If you could, I bet your ass you'd be afraid to close your eyes. 'Cause the heat of the flame and the smoke and the taste of blood and dirt in your mouth, you feel your body growing weaker, didn't know if it's the reaper or a brother pulling you out. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I ain't bitching or complaining, I don't need your sympathy. I didn't lose a leg or an arm, I got scars that you can't see. Whoa, fought like hell, made it back. Now we're just falling through the cracks. Stars and bars fly in my yard, and I still bleed red from this purple heart. It's a wounded man you're looking at. Ain't been the same since I've been back, 'cause the heat of the flame and the smoke and the taste of blood and dirt in my mouth, I felt my body growing weaker, didn't know if it's a reaper or brother pulling me out. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I ain't bitching or complaining, I don't need your sympathy. I didn't lose a leg or my arm, I got scars that you can't see. Whoa, fought like hell, made it back. Now we're just falling through the cracks. Whoa, born to fight, trained to kill, ready to die, but never will. I'm born to fight, trained to kill, ready to die, but never will. 'Cause the heat of the flame and the smoke and the taste of blood and dirt in my mouth, felt my body growing weaker, didn't know if it's a reaper or brother pulling me out. Oh, are you hearing what I'm saying? Ain't bitching or complaining, I don't need your sympathy. I didn't lose a leg or my arm, I got scars that you can't see. Whoa, fought like hell, made it back. Now we're just falling through the cracks. Whoa.
Let's
Thank you
get
for
me
your service,
fired up,
gentlemen.
Lance. Let's get me fired up.
Y'all play all the serious stuff, make me have to play all my goofy stuff and lighten the mood. I've forgotten about this one. Y'all know how serious Chris Dubois is. It's one of the first ones we wrote together.
He's real serious. He wears glasses.
Seriously.
He's nice to look at. It's called Drinking Out Loud. What are you thinking, drinking, when you're pregnant in a place like this? Oh, well, sorry, then you probably shouldn't wear that dress. You have a nice night. Time for a shot, oh my, your hot weed make beautiful babies. Oh, well, let me know if you ever start liking ladies. Girl, are those real or fake? They look fake. I'm just drinking out loud, not filtering out what I'm saying. No guilty conscience weighing on me. Once I've had me a few, I'll tell you the truth without blinking, without thinking, when I'm drinking out loud. Oh, God. Help me hide, y'all. I think that's that guy I met on Tinder. It's a dating site. We hooked up one night. Truth is, I don't remember. Just had a flashback of a hairy bag. I'm just drinking out loud, not filtering out what I'm saying. No guilty conscience weighing on me. Once I've had me a few, I'll tell you the truth without blinking, without thinking, when I'm drinking out loud. Oh, me too. Try to reel me in when the drink stops flowing. My mouth gets going. I'm just drinking out loud, not filtering out what I'm saying. No guilty conscience weighing on me. Once I've had me a few, I'll tell you the truth without blinking, without thinking, when I'm drinking. No guilty conscience weighing on me. Once I've had me a few, I'll tell you the truth without blinking, without thinking, when I'm drinking out loud. Y'all are sweet. Thank you very much. Had to lighten the mood a little bit.
Well, I'm going to play a song that I had really hadn't played in. Since the 90s, I don't think.
Woo! What an era for country music. I'm sober as a judge. I just didn't take my ADD medicine, for the record. I promise y'all, I have pure
Sober as a
intentions.
judge on the fifth, pleading the fifth. It's good beer.
When me and
Pennsylvania
Chris have known each other for a long time, I guess now.
It was back when Moby Dick was still a minnow.
Yeah.
Moby Dick was feeling
Colonel Sanders was just a private.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
But when I first moved to town, this is one of the first songs that I ever co-wrote. And it ended up getting recorded by Montgomery Gentry. And with Chris having so much success with them, it made me think of this song that I haven't played. And so I went back to the hotel room today, and I'm like, can I remember that song? But this was my first major cut, you know. I've never had a broken bone. I hardly ever get a cold. I keep myself in pretty good shape. but I know I wouldn't be here today if a broken heart could kill. I'd be long gone, ashes to ashes, dust to dust by now. 6 feet under a tombstone on a hill, lying there alone in my new wooden home, if a broken heart could kill. I've run the rapids, jumped from a plane, been through earthquakes and hurricanes. I've climbed mountains, been a rodeo clown, but after you I'm lucky I'm still around. A broken heart could kill, I'd be long gone, ashes to ashes, dust to dust by now. 6 feet under a tombstone on a hill, laying there alone in my new wooden home, if a broken heart could kill. Yeah, I'd be heaven bound or on my way down if a broken heart could kill.
Good Ferrell.
Get back, brother.
That's old country there.
I'd be dead.
Well, a couple of years ago, I signed a new deal. When you sign a new deal, it makes you go through your songs because you got to keep everything separate and everything, and kind of makes you look at your songs again. And I was going through them and was making sure everything was in the right position and everything because I'm moving over to a new company, and I got down to the bottom and seen the number at the bottom, and it hit me. I'd written 1,200 songs, and I'd hit that mark, and I was like, God, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe. It seems like yesterday that I moved to Nashville, and but I could write 12,000, and I'll never write one as true as this one. I'd like to dedicate this to you guys tonight. Thank you so much for having us. We've had a blast. It's been an honor. Turn on the evening news, old man being interviewed. Turn 102 today. When they asked him the secret of life, he looked up from his old pipe. He said, all I can say is don't blink. Just like that, you're 6 years old, take a nap. Wake up and you're 25. Your high school sweetheart becomes your wife. Don't blink, you just might miss your baby's growing like mine did, turning into moms and dads. Next thing you know, you better have the 50 years is there in bed. You pray and God takes you instead. You trust me, friend, 100 years goes faster than you think. So don't blame.
What a song.
Don't blame.
It's American.
I was glued to my TV when the old man looks right at me and says, best start putting your first things first. 'Cause when your hourglass runs out of sand, you can't flip it over and start again. Take every breath God gives you for what it's worth, boy. And don't break just like that. You're 6 years old and you take a nap and you wake up and you're 25. Your high school sweetheart becomes your wife. Don't blame, 'cause you just might miss your babies growing like mine did, turning into moms and dads. Next thing you know, you better have 50 years there in bed. You pray and God takes you instead. You trust me, friend, 100 years goes faster than you think. So don't. So I've been trying to slow it down. I've been trying to take it in this here today, gone tomorrow world we're living in. Don't blame. Whatever you do, whatever you do, don't blame. Thank you guys for
Christopher
having me.
Wallin.
Well, we know y'all got places to go to. We got one more round.
They saved the best for last. Woo!
Y'all keep clapping and just put some space between my song and that one, if you don't mind. I want to thank Todd and Ryan and all the volunteers that have helped put this thing together. It's truly one of those nights that we'll never forget. I'm sure I speak for all of us, but we'll never forget it for sure. So thank you for just putting it together and having us along. God bless you. For all the volunteers who helped out here, for Bosco, our sound guy, she's awesome.
Whoa.
For all the bar staff, we got to thank the bartenders. To you guys for just humbling me and being awesome and allowing me to share the stage with you. God bless you guys. For all of you who have come to support the heroes amongst us and fight the fight at home when they're away. And lastly, to all of you guys who don't want to be recognized, don't want anything from anybody but a thank you. Thank you for your service and for keeping us safe. God bless you.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We're all on. All right, anybody that is not on Facebook or Twitter. Really? We need to talk about what that's like. So, guilt by association, everybody else is on it. It's free for y'all to do. Come and like our pages. Follow us on Twitter and all that. It means the world to all of us guys. So come and find us. That's the way to keep in touch. We don't have big teams behind us. You can say, "Hey, I was there, and you were the dude with the stupid accent," and it'll be me. For Clint for being so brave, standing up here and
Yeah,
spilling his
Clint.
heart out. This one's for you, buddy. He was hoofing that Virginia highway, cardboard sign that read Tucson, tan fatigues flapping in the wind. When that long white semi pulled up, cowboy written on the door, the driver hollered, "Come on, boy, climb in." Son, I hear that Tucson desert's hot. The soldier smiled and said, "Yes, sir." The
nowhere near that fiery hell back in Iraq. Oh God, I can't wait to hold my wife again and see my 1-year-old who's never met his dad. Then the humming of the engine put that soldier right to sleep. Old cowboy wiped his eyes and got on his CB. So breaker one night, who's got your ears on? I picked up a soldier in Virginia, and he's trying to reach Tucson. I can get him as far as Tupelo. I could use a little help to get a hero home. Cowboy wheeled it into Tupelo, nudged that soldier on the arm, and said, wake up, son, this is where we say goodbye. Then he pointed out the window to a bright red Peterbilt, said, that's my friend Eagle, he's gonna be right. The soldier gave the cowboy a salute as that diesel hit the road. Eagle put that hammer down and got on his radio. So breaker one night, who's got your ears on? I picked up a soldier in Mississippi, and he's trying to reach Tucson. I can get him as far as San Antonio. I could use a little help to get a hero home. Well, they got to San Antonio right before sunrise. As they pulled into that rest stop, they could not believe their eyes. There were 20 18-wheelers all lined up in a row, each one laying on the air horn, saying, let me take you home. Son, we're gonna get you home. That last trucker took that soldier right up to his house, and a young girl with a baby in her arms came running out. The soldier smiled and said, tell him thank you. Ran and took his family in his arms. As that blue diesel rolled away, they were still kissing in the yard. So breaker one night, who's got your ears on? Yeah, I just dropped that soldier off safely in Tucson. Pass it on down the line, boys, job well done. We should all be proud, we got a hero home. Yeah, we should all be proud, we got a hero home. To all the heroes out there, God bless you. Thank y'all. Is this where you get to be a girl?
Nice person.
Is this where you get to be a girl?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make y'all use your imagination like I did earlier, but I ain't gonna be a tractor this time. I'm gonna be like a 22-year-old pretty girl.
With butterflies,
Hey, that's
and rainbows.
stretching.
Yeah.
A tractor I could do. 22-year-old pretty girl I can't do. I don't know if I can do it.
He's open to offers as well. We're here all night, so.
Oh, thank you so much, darling. I love you.
You ain't seen him in a wig,
Thank you,
though.
Bruce Jenner.
Should see his legs.
Yeah, they're hairy. Kind of like that back you had that flashback about in that last song. But no, this is. I moved to Nashville about 5 years ago and made my first trip there in 2008. And I didn't know the difference between my butt and a hole in the ground when it came to songwriting. I went there to learn how to write a song just for myself. I never dreamed I'd be on stage singing or playing or anything like that. And just goes to show, if you have a dream, you want to do something, just do it. And you know, they come true. Me and some friends got together on a Monday night, ate some pizza, and wrote a song that changed all of our lives. It became all of our first #1 song. And Kelsey's now celebrated 2 in a row, and I think Peter Pan will be her 3rd. But
Kelsey Ballerini, this is.
yeah, Miss Kelsey Ballerini. So she just won an ACM for new female vocalist, and her world's changing. But this song changed mine. Thank you, Todd, for having me up here. Ryan, thank you so much. Kelly, Bosco, appreciate everybody. Clint, all y'all in here. This has been a great night. I've been selling merch. Well, I take that back. I've not been selling merch. My ass has been right here. My CDs and hats and koozies back there have been selling. It's kind of like this little 50-50 draw that y'all are fixing to do. Whatever my merch back there is, I'm going to give 50% of it to go towards tonight. So thank y'all so much for supporting live music and supporting songwriters, and thank y'all so much. If you know this song, sing along with me. Let's be girls together. Oh, hey, boy with your hat back, I kinda like that. If you wanna walk a mile way, I'ma shoot you straight up, show me what you're made of. I ain't got time to waste on the boys that are playing the game, leaving the girls crying out in the rain. So tell me, baby, do you got what it takes? If you're gonna hold me like I'm leaving. If you're gonna kiss me like you need it. Baby, if you're not, you best get to leaving. If you're gonna love me like you mean it. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk it. If you're gonna keep me like you lost it. If you're gonna say it, make me believe it. If you're gonna love me, boy, love me like you mean it. Oh, hey, I've had my share of losers, liars and users, looking for a heart to break. So if you like that, well, take a step back, 'cause I ain't got time to waste on the boys that are playing the games, leaving the girls crying out in the rain. So tell me, baby, are you just crazy, oh crazy over me? If you're gonna hold me like I'm leaving. If you're gonna kiss me like you need it. Baby, if you're not, you best get to leaving. If you're gonna love me like you mean it. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk it. If you're gonna keep me like you lost it. If you're gonna say and make me believe it. If you're gonna love me, boy, love me like you mean it. If you're gonna hold me like I'm leaving. If you're gonna kiss me like you need it. Baby, if you're not, you best get to leaving. If you're gonna love me. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk it. If you're gonna keep me like you lost it. If you're gonna say and make me believe it. If you're gonna love me, boy, love me like you mean it. Love me like you mean it. Love me like you mean it. If you're gonna love me. Todd McCall, thank you. Love me like you mean it.
Lance Carpenter, y'all.
Thank y'all so much. This has been a blessing. Y'all have been amazing. Thank you so much.
Lance Carpenter, Little Rock.
That's awesome, Lance.
Big boy from Little
Congratulations
Rock.
on that.
Lance, you made me feel things I've never felt before.
You're welcome.
Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all are a hot mess. I love it. Anyway, thank you so
Oh,
much.
we're the hot mess.
Oh, really? I'll drink to that.
Y'all are tripping.
Cheers.
Anyway, thank you for having my country butt. I appreciate you guys so much. I've not met anybody from the state of Pennsylvania that I don't love to pieces. So, but I hope I can hug all of your necks before you leave tonight, because I don't know. I'm just sitting up here showing off, but y'all do the work.
Yeah, y'all
really
come
do.
meet us after this. Don't run off. We'll stay here
Anyway.
as long as you want.
But my name's Hannah Dasher, and I thank you for indulging me tonight. And you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter or whatnot if you get bored. Anyway, but I just put vocals on this one. I'm singing with a guy named Mr. Brad Paisley. Anyway, I wrote this song. I sat on this idea for 4 years and waited for the right little co-writer to come along anyway, but God is good. Anyway, this is going to be on his next album, and I'm praying the next single on the radio, so y'all. Anyway, it's a sexy song. I'm going to do my version of it. Don't think less of me. Happy Easter. You slide your arm around my waist and lean in for a little taste of what's coming, baby. I can't wait till later on when we get home. So why don't we go ahead and drown these drinks? Go and get valet to bring the car around and leave right now and go to bed early. Turn out the light. It's only 8:30, but that's alright. I know you ain't tired, and neither am I. So let's go to bed early and stay up all night. Oh, I wanna take the short way home. Want you to see what I've got on under this dress. Take it off slow. Come on, baby, let's go to bed early. Turn out the light. It's only 8:30, but that's alright. I know you ain't tired, and neither am I. Let's go to bed early and stay up all night. Lost in you, lost in me, losing sleep. Let's go to bed early. Turn out the light. It's only 8:30, but that's alright. Yeah, if we hurry, we can take our time. Let's go to bed early, stay up all night. Let's go to bed early, stay up all night. Whoa,
Miss Hannah Dasher.
And I cannot wait to hear Brad Paisley sing When I Take This Dress Off and Show You What's Underneath. It's going to be
Yeah.
He rewrote
freaking
that.
awesome, isn't it?
He rewrote that verse. Something
Oh,
about-
really? He wrote.
Something goofy about being in Manhattan. I don't know. Maybe it'll buy enough soap to wash my mouth out. Y'all pray for me. Anyway, thank you so much. Rick Ferrell.
Lance was talking about that song changing his life. This song continues to change my life. I mean, it took me about 2 years to write it. Tim McGraw recorded it. It ended up being the most played song of the decade, which is saying a lot, not for the song, but for Tim McGraw to be able to pull that off with getting absolutely no pop play at all.
That was all genre.
And beating out any genre of music for that, you know. But if y'all know it, help me sing it. Every Labor Day weekend I was 17, I bought a Coke and some gasoline, and I drove out to the county fair. When I saw her for the first time, she was standing there in that ticket line, and it all started right then and there. Oh, sailor sky made a perfect sunset. That's a day I'll never forget. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt, killing me in that miniskirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad track. She had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget, something like that. Y'all sound good? Even 5 years later on a southbound plane, I was headed down to New Orleans to meet some friends of mine for Mardi Gras. When I heard a voice from the past, coming from a few rows back, and when I looked, I couldn't believe just what I saw. She said, I bet you don't remember me. And I said, only every other memory. Had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. You were killing me in that miniskirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad track. You had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget, something like that. Something like that. Like an old photograph, time can make a feeling fade, but the memory of that first love never fades away. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt, killing me in that miniskirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad track. She had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget. No, a heart don't forget. I said, a heart don't forget, something like that. No, not something like that. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Thank you all for having us.
All right, here we go.
Man, it's been great. It's been an honor to be up here, man. It's been awesome. But a few years ago, me and my buddy was getting ready to go and write a song that day. And I was at my publisher's, and my publisher said, "Man, whatever you do." Because at the time, they had a bunch of soldier songs out, had a bunch of American songs and stuff, and he goes, "Whatever you do, if you don't care, don't write anything religious or anything about the military or patriotic." This is what we come up with. This goes out to all the soldiers here tonight. Thank you. Granddaddy came home in a B-52 in a pine box covered in red, white, and blue. He was one of the brave and the proud and the few. 21 guns helped us say goodbye. I stood there in silence, trying hard not to cry. The preacher, he quoted lines written in red, and he folded his Bible in a broken voice to say, There's only two people who's ever died for me. They laid down their lives just so I could be free. They both went through hell, bared crosses and shells. They both got back up again after they fell. They never picked the fight, but they're there to pick up the pieces. God only knows where we'd be without soldiers and Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like the news loves to run them both down. But whenever we need them, they're always around. So don't hand me your party's political view. There's a left side, a right side, and then there's the truth. There's only two people who's ever died for me. Laid down their lives just so I could be free. They both went through hell, bare crosses and shells. They both got back up again after they fell. And they never picked the fight, but they're there to pick up the pieces. And God only knows where we'll be without soldiers and Jesus. To me, they're both heroes for the path that they chose. One fights for my life, one fights for my soul. There's only two people that's ever died for me. Laid down their lives just so I could be free. They both went through hell, bare crosses and shells. They both got back up again after they fell. They never pick a fight, but they're there to pick up the pieces. God only knows where we'd be. Yeah, God only knows where I'd be without soldiers and Jesus. Soldiers and Jesus.
Chris Wallin. Thank you, guys. Thank you.